And a good evening to you from USC Lancaster today on YouTube. Lancers Volleyball, it's the Region 10 opener as USC Lancaster hosts USC Sumter, the Fire Ants, coming in at 5-0. They already have 2 Region 10 matches under their belt. They're unbeaten so far in Region 10 play. Your Lancers 6-8, 2-1 at home, and again, this is their first Region 10 contest. Hi again, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Coming off an emotional, epic comeback for the Lancers on Monday. They came from 2 sets down to beat D3 number 2 Sandhills. Snipes had 11 kills. Vic Hayes had 13 total points, 10 kills, 3 aces, 14 digs on top of that. Conrade, 5 kills, 6 aces. Taylor hit 444 with 9 kills. Taj Rockman hit 286 with 5 kills, but it was a team effort on Monday for the Lancers. Fire Ants were successful on Monday as well in straight sets over USC Union at home. And again, that's their second straight victory, both of those coming in Region 10. The other one was also at home, and that was against Salkehatchie. So, interesting to see how this one starts out. This is also the rematch of the Region 10 championship game that was played last fall for the Fire Ants. Not many people back from that squad, though. This is pretty much for Heath Griffin, an all-freshman team except for Julia Hurd. And for Lancaster, all of that effort, all of that emotion into that performance on Monday. What do they have left here in the tank this week? This continues a busy stretch for the Lancers. They'll be back on the road Saturday. They've got another tri-match, this time at Fayetteville Tech, another nationally ranked team. They'll take on 12th ranked D2 Richard Blam and then Fayetteville Tech, and those will be on Saturday again at 1 and 3 p.m. And then back home on Monday, we'll be back with you as the Lancers rematch against Davidson, and that will be at 6 p.m. as well. But it's going to be real interesting to see the start of this one for the Lancers. You've got one of the best blocking teams in the nation. In fact, the best blocking team in the nation in the Fire Ants. 3.1 blocks per set and 134 total blocks all lead the NJCAA. So we're ready to go, and it's Bailey with the first serve. And they set it up on the near side for Cook. They'll go to her often. That was hit out of bounds on the return by Lancaster. So it's 1-0 in favor of the Fire Ants. Lila Young will serve, 18 aces on the year. Miss hit there on the reception. Snipes with the air, and it's quickly 2-0 for Sumter. Reception in the back by Hayes. They set it up for Snipes, and Snipes looking like, well, I thought she was going to be able to pick up the point there. Instead, Sumter recovers, and more sloppy play at the start here for the Lancers. It's quickly 3-0 Fire Ants. So again, Young doing a nice job serving at the start for Sumter. Set up by Ruiz. Snipes again. This time she finds the court. So Lancaster gets on the board after the fast start for the Fire Ants. Natalie Adams has moved up to 16th in the NJCAA now with 29 aces on the year. Vic Hayes right behind her with 27. She floats that one. Reception by Hurd. Set up by Martin, and the kill. 4-1, Sumter, good start for the Fire Ants here. Fire Ants trying to remain unbeaten in Region 10 play. Reception Ruiz, the set to the far side, and the cross-court attack goes long by Hayes. 5-1 Fire Ants. USC Sumter. All freshmen, as I mentioned, except for sophomore Julia Hurd. Lancaster has won 8 of the last 9 matches. Soft touch there by Snipes. High IQ play there. She's got both points for Lancaster. So Lancaster has won 8 of 9. 8 of the last 9 matches. Won all 3 meetings last year in straight sets. Those 2 regular season meetings, and then the Region 10 championship match as well. Soft touch that time. I believe that's Borshowitz. So Borshowitz and the soft game working for both sides. Right now, things going a little smoother for the Fire Ants as they're enjoying a 4-point advantage here early on in set 1. So it's been a while since the Fire Ants have been able to take even a set. Taj Rockman booms it. Dig by Hurd, and that's going to be deflected. I believe that was the Aussie, Talisha Tame. That would be kill number 78 for her if true. So 5-point advantage for Sumter. That was a tough set, and a really nice job there by Bailey to Hayes over on the opposite side. Snipes will go out, and it looks like Hutton will come in to serve. Anna Hutton. Just 2 aces on the year, but she's been called upon in these situations. Lancaster has not gotten back-to-back points yet, though, here in this match, and another service error. Now Hurd will serve for the Fire Ants. Julia Hurd with 18 aces on the year. She's tied with Lila Young for the team's lead in that category. Reception by Ruiz, a little bit awkward, and into the net by Hayes. So we got a timeout here for Lancaster. This is kind of the start I was talking about. I was curious to see after that emotional victory in that 5-set comeback when Lancaster was down 2 sets on Monday, and see the kind of energy that they would have at the start here today. And right now it's just not there. The concentration, the focus has not been there, so a good timeout by Mike Van Loo. I talked to Coach Tuesday. I don't know. I don't remember what day it was, but we talked after the match, so it was either Tuesday or today. And anyways, he said that while they have beaten ranked opponents before, there was one team who was 24th in the nation a few years ago, and then they previously beat Sandhills when they were receiving votes. But this is that was the highest ranked win, at least in Mike Van Loo's tenure here at USC Lancaster. So monumental, but the Lancers got to get back to focus here. It's a new day. Hurd still serving. Boy, Hurd really put a lot on that. Nice job by Ruiz on the reception. And the block from the middle, Rockman. We'll see a lot of Borshowitz. Magdalena Borshowitz. I hope I'm getting that right. If you're in Poland, you give me a shout out and let me know. So let's see if the Lancers can start to string some points together here now, down by 5 with Vic Hayes serving. That's going to go long. So right now the service game is not there for the Lancers. Glass half full, they're 6th in the NJCAA at 131 aces. Also 6th with 2.6 aces per set, but glass half empty. They're 7th in serving errors at 150 on the year. They set it up, fake to Rockman, and Taylor hits it, but I thought that might have been long, but it stayed in. So 10-5 for Sumter. Karen, hi on the YouTube chat. The Baileys from Florida. Hey, can y'all take your weather back? I'm up here in Ohio, like, in shorts. Like, it's supposed to be in the 70s, and it's just all sweat. It's nothing but sweat here. I'm ready for summer to be over. I moved back north to get away, so come up to Ohio and take your weather back. Carestis is in serving, by the way. We didn't see much of her. I don't think she played at all against Sandhills. She gets the serve over, and then one of the longer rallies. Let's see what happens here on this overpass. Set up by Martin nearest us. It's a cross-court hit by Tame. Trying to answer back the Lancers, courtesy of Taylor. And that's going to go long from Tame. So that's the first instance of back-to-back points here for Lancaster with Carestis still serving. Haley, 4 aces on the year. Again, limited opportunities. Reception by Bennett from the back row, and again, it's long for Tame. So she's been inaccurate on her last 2 attempts, and that closes the gap to 3. Karen, where in Florida are you? I lived in Florida for a couple of years, but the Alabama part. Big hit, nice job by Young there for Sumter, finding the spot nearest us. And for Lila, Young came in with 86 kills, hitting .363. Isabella Cook, who we'll see a lot too, she leads them with 160 kills. She's hitting .261. These are really strong numbers for Sumter. Hayes will bump it. Soft touch Fuente Alba. Job by Hurd, the libero, then it's sent back over. Set this time by Hutton. Soft touch Conrade. We'll try it again. Conrade does the same thing, and we got a whistle here on Sumter. So Lancers get the point. Trenton outside of Gainesville. Oh, I gotcha. I lived in Pensacola for 2 years. This is Lauren Bailey serving, by the way, 23 aces on the year. Again, they go to Borshowitz at the middle, and that's going to be deflected. So a nice job by the Lancers closing the gap down to just 2. So Fire Ants have led throughout here in this opening set. Lancaster starting to come back though. Bailey floats it. It's just bumped over by the Fire Ants. Set by Bailey. A little deception there. Overpass is going to go out of play. So it's a 1-point opening set now. Lauren Bailey, 37th in assists at 305 so far on the year. Big hit there on the near side. I believe that was Cook. Lead back to 2 for Sumter. And it looks like either Young or Borshowitz is going to serve here. It's Young. Sumter, when Young was serving, got out to a 3-0 advantage here in this opening set. Snipes taking care of business over on the opposite side. Snipes came in with 71 kills. Not hitting a great percentage. She's been more accurate here at the start. Another opportunity for the Lancers to tie now as Natalie Adams will serve. Adams, as I mentioned, is 16th in the NJCAA with 29 aces. Vic Hayes is 24th. She's got 27 aces on the year. Set again by Martin, near side, it's blocked. Snipes and Conrade are there. Through the block that time, and the overpass is going to go out of bounds. So Lancaster just can't quite get over that hump right now. And midway through this opening set, a good start for the Fire Ants here. Opportunity for them to go 3-0 in Region 10 play. Get out to a good start. Another good block. Again, this is one of the best blocking teams in the country, the best blocking team in the country, and Borshowitz is a big reason why. She gets the block and then she gets the kill. Assisted block, I believe, lead back to 3 for Sumter. One of my favorite mascots, the Fire Ants. If you've lived in South Carolina, you know. Another big hit that time by Snipes. And then that goes out of bounds. So I lived in South Carolina for 8 of the 12 years that I lived south of Mason-Dixon. And there's so many Fire Ants, just so many. Especially, I would say, maybe not as bad once you get kind of north and west of Columbia, but when we lived in Myrtle Beach, they were everywhere, all over our yard. And again, just awkward right now for the Lancers. They're not as sharp. And the Fire Ants taking advantage. They've got Cook serving. Isabella Cook with 10 aces coming into play. As I mentioned, leading her team with 160 kills. One of the best hitters in Region 10. Pretty good server as well. As that, a rocket by Hayes. Hutton again to serve for Mike Van Loo's team. Hutton's going to send that long. So many service errors right now for Lancaster. Just way too many. That, I thought they might be able to get there. Ran out of room, so another success. They're hitting a nice percentage, excuse me, the Lancers. This has been the problem. And that one goes long again. I don't think they have an ace, but I can count 4 or 5 service errors here tonight for Lancaster. So Fire Ants' biggest lead now. Nice dig there in the back, I believe. It's Bennett, check on that. I've seen not too many long rallies here. Beautiful play there by Rockman. Sent over. This is Rockman sending it. Hurd gave it a look. Couldn't somersault her way into that dig, though. And again, Lancaster's hanging around. They just haven't been able to put any runs together here at the start of this one. Carestas, again, will serve for the Lancers. Reception by Hurd, set Martin. And over on the far side, that hit goes long for Taint. Lancaster has been within 1. They have not led here in the opening set. Again, the set, this time it comes to Borshowitz. That was Young, my apologies. So Lila Young, again, a good hitter at 363 on the season. Sumter not making a lot of mistakes here in this opening set. That's the blocking we were talking about right there. This rally's seen 2 beautiful blocks by the Fire Ants. And how about that one from Lancaster? It stays in. Fuente Alba, Conrade combining. That's going to be a key today for the Lancers if they want to get this victory. Winning the blocks. Snipes is back in. And it looks like Bailey's back in. Wake up down there in Trenton. Martin with a really nice set that time. And again from the middle, it's Young. So Sumter is first to 20. Young will serve, I believe, now. Snipes on the reception. She hits it. Block right back. Conrade, nice job. Snipes this time over the blockers. And back to back again. Second time here late in this first set. This time it's Snipes and Conrade combining. Lancaster within 2. Again, the wiggle room is getting tighter though. So we need Natalie Adams to do what she does best here with the ball. Martin sets it to the middle. Soft touch Bailey there. Far side cross-court attack is too long by Hayes. I had to look up where Trenton was because I used to be a DJ on a radio station in Lake City, which is north of Gainesville. It looks like Trenton is closer to the beach, the Gulf side. So y'all probably never heard me on the air. Cross court hit by Conrade. Watt from the middle. This time the dump play by Martin. Lancers ready for it, and right in her face, Snipes. Well, Snipes has been the most accurate Lancer so far tonight, keeping them in it. Taj Rockman comes back in. It's 21-19. Conrade, tough reception. That was a smart play by Martin. That was all she could do. Lancers are ready for it. Through the block, it's Cook. So this one looking like it's going to be a tough one for the Lancers to come back from. It's real tight. No margin for error. Not much margin for error left for Lancaster. Really nice job recruiting by Heath Griffin. Bailey trying to make something happen on the second effort, and we got a net violation. I think it might have been the antenna. It was first signaled net and then antenna. Could be both, I don't know. But it helps Lancaster hang around. So that's the good thing if you're a Lancers fan. Hutton serving again. Look out. The block will go out of bounds this time, and Lancaster again. This is as close as they've been able to get. We have not been tied. Lancers have not led. Sumter started 3-0, and they've been in control of the set, although it's been tight, and it's getting tighter. See what the Fire Ants can do from the back row. That's going to be in. Beautiful hit. I want to say Cook. That might be the backbreaker there for this opening set. We'll see. Still 2 points to work with here for Lancaster. So Hurd serving. Set by Hutton. Booming hit going to go long on the near side for Tain. Hayes serving, trying to tie it, and she will. Vic Hayes with her 28th ace of the year, and we are even at 23. So this has not been the Lancers' best effort, but they're right back in it. As soon as I open my mouth. All right, set point, Sumter with Martin serving. Maddie Martin, 9 aces on the year. 205 assists for their lead setter. The block, nicely done there by Vic Hayes. Beautiful hit by Adams on the overpass. They'll try it from the back row this time. Hayes tying us up at 24. This is the first time we have been tied, so we'll play past 25 here. Correction, second time we've been tied. Carestis again serving. So this is a change from Monday. Martin sets it up in the middle. Reception Carestis. Left side. Adams went soft with it. Well, she's successful once from the back row. She's going to be successful twice now. Cook. And again, it's set point. Third set point for Sumter here in this opening set. Tame will serve. Alicia Tame, 11 aces on the year thus far. Trying to give her team the opening set. Nicely done there. We are tied again at 25. So the dump works for the Lancers. All right, can Lancaster get its first lead? It's Fuente Alba, Connie to serve. Here is Cook going cross court. Ruiz is there. Soft touch again. This time Fire Ants ready for it. Block at the net, and we've got a whistle. First lead for Lancaster. They have come back, and it's now set point for the Lancers. Timeout taken by Heath Griffin. Talked to Heath yesterday. Real nice, kind of a laid-back kind of dude. Appreciate him giving us a few minutes. We were talking about Australia a little bit because I believe it's Talisha Tame who's the Aussie on the Fire Ants roster. So I was watching this thing late at night, early afternoon. Aussie time is late at night, our time, and when I get done from work, usually I work late because I'm a broadcaster, so I watch a lot of late night sports, and I caught netball. Somebody in Australia on the YouTube chat, are you all up right now? Can you explain netball to me? It's kind of like basketball, but there's like 14 players on each team on the court. And then they, like, if you can deliver the ball, if you can pass the ball to the post player, everybody just stops and lets her score. It's like, why do you have to stop playing defense? So Fuente Alba serving. This is the first set point for Lancaster now. From the back row, it's Hayes. 27-25. The Lancers take the opening set. We'll take a break. We'll come back, bring us set number 2 here in just a little bit. Don't go too far.
At USC Lancaster, we get you. You want smaller classrooms with personalized attention. You want access to the latest technology, and you want the complete college experience, affordable and close to home. Whether you study on campus for your 2 or 4-year degree or go completely online to earn your degree on your time, USC Lancaster has the right program for your success. USC Lancaster, we get you.
All right, Lancaster takes the first set, come from behind-ish fashion. I mean, it was tight. It was a really tight opening set that Sumter led until they didn't. They led pretty much throughout that opening set, just couldn't close out the Lancers. And we have another violation as we start set 2. So 1-0 in favor of Lancaster. And Adams back serving. Lancers back on the road on Saturday for a tri-match at Fayetteville. Let's see who's got it this time. It's another issue at the net. This time Martin, the setter, and she's kind of been having to deal with some overpasses and some things. She tried to recover that time, but committed the violation. So 2-0 Lancaster. Nice reception there by Hurd. Sent over by Cook. Ooh, the block by Cook was beautiful. There's Hayes getting it over. Martin will set it up in the middle this time. It's Young. And the Lancers, this time they commit the violation at the net. So that gets the Fire Ants on the board. 2-1. Pretty much the start of the second set. All 3 points have been given away by mistakes. Hurd, nice serve. And Hayes gets another kill. So Vic Hayes, who came in with 90. Again, nobody really hitting a very high percentage. Taj Rockman at 207 is the highest coming in. But those numbers will go up if the Lancers keep playing like they have been here tonight. Serving errors have been the problem tonight for Lancaster. There's Conrade. Conrade was so good down the stretch. There were a lot of players good down the stretch yesterday. Taylor and some of the sets by Bailey in that comeback on Monday. Fire Ants Bennett serving. Reception by Adams. Taj Rockman. That was pretty. So 4-2 for Lancaster. If you're just joining us, Lancaster won set 1, 27-25. I forgot to put the thing up, but if we have a timeout, I'll put it up. Hutton floating it over. Martin sets to the far side, and that one will go out of bounds. Cook started strong for the Fire Ants, but 0 for 2 here in set 2. Hutton again. This time from the middle. A lot of soft game, and this time it works. Fuente Alba sends it to the bench. Rockman, is that going to be in? No. Rockman initially went for the fake there, but nobody else was doing anything, so she had to recover, and that was doomed from the start. So was that one. Ace for the Fire Ants, and we are tied. Cook came in with 10 aces. I believe that's her first here tonight, so 11 now on the season for Isabella Cook. Almost had number 12 there. Fuente Alba goes cross court. Set by Martin. Through the block that time, Tame. Back row, Adams sends it long. No. Was it touched or what? That was in. Wow, that was in. My apologies. Beautifully done. Finding that corner. So Lancaster back on top, 6-5. The officials are getting together and talk about it. I didn't save it for the replay because I don't think we had a good look at that corner, but I don't think that play is what they're talking about. Hurd and Hayes are both over there. Did they change the call? They changed the call. So they changed the call. It was initially ruled inbounds for the Lancers. And if it was out, that means Sumter would have the lead, I believe. And they might have an issue with that over on the scoring side of things. So we're held up here for just a moment while the officials sort this all out. I will admit, I do think that went long, but it was in that bottom left corner there, and we don't have the full view of the end of that corner. So I deferred to the officials, but it is 6-5 Sumter. So Fire Ants get the break on the road. Cook still serving. And they're back up. Taj Rockman. Oh, Borshowitz tried for the block, almost had it, came up a bit short. Nice power there by Rockman. And we're back even. Now Hayes will serve. Vic Hayes, 24th in the NJCAA with 27 aces. She's got 95 digs, 90 kills. What an all-around talent that she is. From the back row, that time it's into the net by Cook. Isabella Cook hitting .261 on the year, normally pretty accurate. Not that time. So Lancaster gets the lead back. Here's Hayes again. booming hit by Tame. Tame had an inaccurate start to this match, but looking good on that hit to tie us at 7. Fire Ants are 7-5, unbeaten in Region 10 play. That's going to be in. Ruiz got out of the way, thought it was going to go long. She guessed wrong, and Sumter leads by 1. Magdalena Borshowitz, that's her 6th, 8th on the year. She's got 65 kills on the year. 38 solo blocks for Borshowitz. Tops in the NJCAA. Young is 4th with 28, and Cook, I believe, tied for 9th with 22. So far, the Lancers have done a nice job against the strong blocking efforts of Sumter. They've matched it here today. That's why they were able to take the first set, and they're within 1 now here. Hopkins is in, Kiana Hopkins, for the first time here in the match. That might have been gone into the net by Conrade. If not, it's another block. It is ruled another block. So Sumter back up by 2 now. They led by as many as 4 in the opening set. The biggest lead for Lancaster has been 2. Ruiz overpass, sent right back by Young. Easy one there for the Fire Ants, who now lead by 3. This is about where we were, although the Lancers got off to a better start in the second set. This is about where we were in the first set as well. That time it's through the block nicely by Taylor. And the blocking on display, Fuente Alba and Conrade for Lancaster. That's a part of the Lancers game that has been much improved since the start of the season. Team blocking. All right, Bailey in to serve. Bailey floated it far side. Hopkins on the reception. And nobody there in the middle of the court. So Young scooped that down. Lila Young. Again, she's going to find the open spots, hitting .363 on the year. Sometimes you see those numbers when you're 13, 14 matches in, and you know they've got like 10 kills or something. It's not your usual hitters, but no, she is one of the top on the team. That is going to be just long from Snipes, who was so reliable in that first set. Now this is the biggest lead here in the second set for the Fire Ants, and the biggest ties their biggest lead of the match at 13-9. So the Aussie Tame serving. Oh, nicely done there. 12th ace of the year. Mike Van Loo is going to call timeout. We're going to keep it here for a second. So I started talking about netball. So far I haven't gotten any response on the YouTube chat. I don't know if the Aussies are with us, but this is, if you don't know what netball is, it's pretty big in, let me see if I can, it's pretty big in Australia, and this is it. It's kind of, like I said, it's kind of like basketball, except you have like 14 players on each side. And then for some reason, now this picture is not accurate from what I watched when I watched 2 different netball games a couple of weeks ago. If you could get the ball down low like that, everybody just stops, and you can pretty much just lay it up and in or put it up and in. There's no defense. Now this picture says there's, you know, this girl is clearly trying to play defense against. I did not see that when I was watching it, but that's netball. So if there's any, if the Aussies are out there, I know you're still awake. Quit lying. please explain why it is in netball when you can pass it down low, everybody just stops. You can't play defense anymore. I don't understand it. So 5-point advantage for USC Sumter. Fire Ants' biggest lead here in the second set after winning the first set, or losing the first set by 2, excuse me. We're seeing the blocking on display. There's Cook that time combining with Young. So I mentioned it. Borshowitz, 38 solo blocks, tops in JUCO volleyball. Young is 4th, and Cook is tied for 9th with 22. 38, 28, and 22 solo blocks, mind you. Snipes, that's good for a year for a lot of players. Booming hit there by Cook, and she just so accurate. It looked like it might go long, but she knows where to put the ball. So it's all Sumter right now. Lancaster came out, took a tight lead. Tame's been serving the entire time during this Fire Ants run. Just cleared the nets, and Ruiz has struggled here tonight on the receptions. Bailey doing a nice job offering some encouragement to the freshman. So all Sumter. This is a repeat of the second set that we saw the Lancers play against Sandhills. Different circumstances, though, as Lancaster won the opening set here today. They were down 0-2 before coming back to win against Sandhills. Adams in to serve now. Lancers got to make a run here. On the reception, Solomon. Hit over across court by Hopkins. Hurd, Martin, and from the middle, boy, I don't know how Adams got to that. Nice job by the Lancers getting it over as Young just blasted that thing. Ruiz, ooh, tough play at the net for Snipes to get to, and Sumter was on top of it. Lead is 8 for the Fire Ants. Again, they didn't win a set in 3 matches against the Lancers last year. Looking good here in set 2, although that one goes long. So Hurd serves it out of bounds. Here's Conrade, Izzy. Nicely done there by Hopkins. Real awkward right near the antenna. A correction, she was out of, okay. That's my fault. I thought that would have been an impossible shot, and turns out I was right. It is impossible. Conrade, nicely done by Solomon on the reception, and then a little bit of an overpass there. So, again, Sumter closed the deal. It was tight in the first set, but they had the lead throughout, and then Lancaster came back and stole set 1. Trying to do the same thing here, down by as many as 7 in the second set. Conrade. And the reception error that time by the usually reliable Autumn Solomon. No timeout yet for Heath Griffin. We'll see if that changes, if this run continues here for the Lancers. Conrade. Set Martin and Borshowitz. Nicely done there by Conrade. Oof. Lancers did what they could, but that's too good, and that's what Cook does. Hopkins will come out now. And Candace Bennett will come in. 15 aces on the year. Third on the team in that category. They set near side for Hayes. Reception by Cook. Cook will boom it. And Ruiz unable to do anything with that one. First to 20 Sumter as they're cruising now here in this second set. We lost the video, folks. I'm not quite sure what happened, but I'm going to let the folks know. Oh, we've got at least the score is on, so I believe Blake is on top of it there. But let me see if this goes much longer. Okay, I'm going to pause here while I communicate with him just in case he doesn't know, and we'll try to get this back for you as quickly as we can. All right, missed a couple of points there as we're back now. And it looks like this might be the view that we have while Blake works on fixing everything. So let's see now if Sumter can close this out. They've got a 7-point advantage after that error. But Lancers, no room for error here. So Hayes serving. And it's into the net. Set point for Sumter. Trying to tie this match at 1 apiece. And they've got 8 set points to work with here. That is going to be an overpass. Taylor on the near side might have gone long, but Fire Ants making sure. So the rally continues. Taj Rockman. And they're not going to get it over, so still set point for the Fire Ants, but 1 point back for the Lancers. Again, no room for error for Lancaster here. Soft game that time. I believe it was Cook over there. Cross-court hit by Taylor. So Lancaster still hanging around. 2 set points averted. It's Carestas serving. Hurd on the reception and Martin trying to catch him off guard. Lancers ready for it though, and they get it over. Now Martin will set it to the middle. Sent right back. Lancers recover. Ooh, beautiful down the line shot there by Taylor. So 3 set points off the board. Still a long way to go here for the Lancers, but they're still in it. Here is Tame. Nicely done by Carestas that time. Taylor through the block. So the lead has been cut in half now. Still 4 set points to work with here for the Fire Ants, but Lancers who need to be perfect, thus far they have been. Carestis still serving. Martin had no other option there to get that over. Good court spacing that time by the Lancers. And that's coming to the net, and it's down to 3. Are we gonna get a timeout here? Yeah. Fire Ants want to make sure they can even this up. They've still got 3 set points to work with, but a nice job here by the Lancers hanging around. We'll take a 30-second break.
At USC Lancaster, we get you. You want smaller classrooms with personalized attention. You want access to the latest technology, and you want the complete college experience, affordable and close to home. Whether you study on campus for your 2 or 4-year degree or go completely online to earn your degree on your time, USC Lancaster has the right program for your success. USC Lancaster, we get you.
So a 5-0 run here courtesy of your Lancers. It's still set point for Sumter as Heath Griffin calls for time and likely reminds his players of that. Just cool down a bit. Carestis has done a nice job serving during this run. She's got the ball here for Lancaster. Tough receptions. Putting Martin in awkward spots here tonight. Martin will set it up now. Tame. And that'll do it for set 2. Sumter takes it by 4. And I'm not sure what happened there. That time it was on my end. All right, we're going to get the kinks worked out. We'll be back with the 3rd set here in just a moment. All right, underway here in the third set. Chris Sheeman back with you from the home studio in Ohio as Bailey serving. Fire Ants blocking. All tied at 1 apiece here in this match. And Young finds the back corner there. So 1-0 Sumter here, just underway in set 3. Lancers won the first set, 27-25. Sumter won the second by 4. That was a nice shot there by, I'm going to check on who that player is. He's a new player in for the Fire Ants. And Lancaster able to get that over. The rally continues here. This time they set it up for Cook, who goes soft through the block. Ruiz is there, and then that one goes long as Taylor hit it out. Young serving for the Fire Ants as they lead it 2-0. 3-0 as Young picks up the ace. A team leading now 19 aces on the year for Lila Young. This is a really good freshman class brought in by Heath Griffin. That time it goes long and Lancaster gets on the board. Taylor out and Natalie Adams will come in. Hurd on the reception. Set goes to the opposite side, to the right side. Ooh, beautiful blocking there. Teamwork, Borshowitz and Cook. Two of the best in the country. Brianna Maccabee was in. She was the other player up front on that right side. She goes out. And Sumter leads by 3. From the back row, it's Adams. Borshowitz out of bounds. 4-2. I think the Lancers have to get back to hitting it over these blocks. They've been playing it too soft at the net, and the Fire Ants have been able to capitalize on that. There's an ace. That's another thing we need to start seeing more of for Lancaster. They're bread and butter, one of the best serving teams in the country. I don't think they had an ace in the first set. Conrade has done a nice job with the ball here tonight. Set goes to Cook. Adams is there for Lancaster. Snipes, that's more like it. Hit it through the blocks, bring some power. What a night it's been for Nyla Snipes. Came in with 71 kills, 21 digs on the season, and she ties us up at 4 apiece. That one going backwards. Solomon mishandled it. So 2 aces just like that. Izzy Conrade, one of the Rock Hill bunch. 3 players from Rock Hill, 1 from Fort Mill, and other players from surrounding areas around Lancaster. That time it goes long though, so we're tied again. Tame is back in for the Fire Ants. Taj Rockman almost got him. Nice diving play by Hurd there. Bailey on the dump. Overpass. Hayes was there on the reception, and Taj Rockman right at Hurd's face. Lancers are back on top. That's the power, though. We've seen 2 kills now, Rockman and Snipes prior to that. Lancers getting back to business here. Hutton serving. Ooh, nicely done there by Tame through the block. Got the deflection, ties us again. I believe that was an Aussie chant for Tame. He picks up another point for her team. Taj Rockman punches it back into the backcourt. Young just, it looks soft, but it's not. Sumter back on top, 7-6. They've got Hurd serving. All tied at 1 here in the match. Set this time by Hutt, goes to the far side. And from the middle, it's Young again. Back-to-back kills for her. Sumter on a roll right now, leading by 2. Hurd sends that out of bounds. Hayes will serve as Taylor comes back in for Mike Van Loo. 6 and 8 Lancers playing in their Region 10 opener and having trouble serving the ball. 7 and 5 Fire Ants, unbeaten in Region 10 play so far. They're 2-0. McAbee is back in. Reception by Ruiz. Set by Hutton. Cross-court hit by Taylor. Taylor was so good down the stretch. Mike Van Loo mentioned her name in particular in the comeback against Sandhills. Here's Carestas, who's, we haven't seen her get much action. She's played a lot here today. Boy, just Young constantly finding those open spots in the middle of the defense. They got to figure her out because it's hard to go on runs when you're constantly dealing with sharp hitters like that. Ruiz is back in. That's Tame serving. Overpass comes right back to her. Here is Cook. Dig there by Hayes, sent over by the Lancers. Set by Martin from the middle again. It's Young just cooking. I mean, she's not missing right now. Court vision is really unbelievable. So Fire Ants lead by 3. Nice reception there by Ruiz. And this time the soft game does work for the Lancers. Conrade picks up a point for her team. So Bailey will come in, Snipes will come in. Lancaster trails by 4. We're tied here in the 3rd set. Correction, they had to update this. I thought that score looked weird. So it's 11-9 as Bailey floats it long. It's tough. It's going to be tough for the Lancers to win when they're serving this way. It's just one of those things they have got to get under control. Tough reception there, and it's going to work to Sumter's favor. And now the Fire Ants lead by 4. Going to get a timeout here, I believe. False alarm. Booming cross-court attack by Taylor. Ooh, the block. Taylor does it again. But it goes out of bounds, they say, so it's a 5-point advantage for USC Sumter. And the Lancers will talk about it. We'll be back in a minute. Five-point advantage. As the Fire Ants continue to roll after falling late in that first set. They won by 4 in set 2, leading by as many as 8 in that one. And the Lancers are just not looking crisp right now. Put that through the block. It's going to be another kill for Cook. And it's been Young serving during this run for Sumter. Fire Ants trying to remain unbeaten in Region 10 play. Lancers just getting started. And they got to keep going to Snipe. She's been red hot tonight. Adams will come in to serve. Part of the game for Lancaster that is usually to their advantage. It's been to their detriment here tonight. We'll see if Adams can change that. What a hit by Cook. Man, she is something. Came in with 160 kills. Almost double the second leading player on her team. And just no opportunities for rallies here in the last couple of sets for Lancaster. Lancaster went on a 5-0 run late, but at that point, the Fire Ants had 8 match points. So they set it up for Snipes again. This time, Solomon was there, and Borshowitz this time. It is all Fire Ants. After that opening set, they have come alive. They have been very accurate. I'd be curious to see what they're hitting. Overpass coming right back. Bailey got an arm out just in time. But it's constant defense right now. It's constant. Lancaster is just on the defense this entire second set, now into the third set. So this matches the biggest lead here. Mike Van Loo is on the court. That could have been a fan thing. I'm not 100% sure, but Fire Ants continuing this run. A lot of trouble at the net, but Lancers get it over. Another big hit by Borshowitz. So they started this set with Cook. Then we saw a couple from Young, and now Borshowitz getting in on the act. This is a three-headed monster, and they're going to be a problem for opponents all year long. Sumter rolling now. This is the biggest lead for the Fire Ants tonight, 9. And that time, Bennett serves it out of bounds. So Taj Rockman comes back in. Lancers again, it's late here in the set. They're gonna have to, if they're gonna make a run, it's gonna happen now. Ooh, nasty that time from Cook as she continues this run for Sumter. Adams gets there first. Taj Rockman, big time. Is it too little, too late? Snipes will go out. Looks like Hayes is back in. Hutton with the serve, by the way. Nice job by Ruiz in the back row. That's long from Adams. So once again, Fire Ants matching the biggest lead for either team. Taj Rockman, another boomer. This time Solomon was there. Boy. Lead is double digits now. So Hurd will serve as Sumter is 3 points away from taking a 2-1 advantage here in this match. Through the block that time, it's Young again. I mean, they just have so many weapons. That one sent right back. I wouldn't call it a joust. It just kind of hung by the net, and Young gives her team 12 set points. Fire Ants on their way to a 2-1 lead here in this match, and they will have it. All Sumter, 25-12. Well, Lancaster's going to have to dig a little deeper into the well, and we'll see if they can do that, force a fifth and decider, much like they did on Monday when we come back. All right, welcome back, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you from the home studio in Ohio. You and I are watching Region 10 volleyball. It's the Lancers and Fire Ants. Lancaster and Sumter. Sumter 2-1. Took a commanding victory in that third set, 25-12. And for the Lancers, Conrade gets off to a good start here in the fourth set. So here we go again. For the Lancers, trying to be the comeback kids and force a fifth and deciding set. And for Sumter, if they can wrap this up, they would be 3-0 in Region 10 play. Adams on the serve. Set by Martin, goes to the middle. Blocking has been there at the start of this fourth set. That's a good sign. But a lot of what the Fire Ants have done really well is in the backcourt, in the back of the attack. Reception by Ruiz, set Bailey, booming hit, and the kill for Snipes. 2-1 Lancaster. By the way, my cat is awake, and she's had enough of me working volleyball matches, so she's kind of feeling ornery. I need to put a cat clause in my contract, like I'm not responsible for refunds if the cat totally dismantles the broadcast. That is going to be in. Oh no, they say it was touched by a Fire Ant. So the ace for the Lancers. As Conrade, I believe that's her third of the night. So good things have happened when Izzy's been serving. Reception that time by Solomon. Booming hit by Cook. Lancers get it over. Martin sets it near side this time. Maccabee. Taj Rockman through the block. There you go, Taj. 4-1. Lancers. There's also, and I don't know if you can hear it, you can let me know in the YouTube chat, but there's a full concert going on right outside my building right now, and I don't know if you can hear that. So thankfully, that's got the cat's attention. This time it is long from Izzy, as Ruiz will come back in for her. So 4-2, Lancers need the win to avoid dropping its first Region 10 match. Here's Candace Bennett sending that one long. Hutton's turn now for Lancaster. USC Lancaster back on the road this weekend. Take on 12th ranked D2 member Richard Bland. And then they'll take on Fayetteville Tech on Saturday. 1 and 3 are the times in Fayetteville. Of course, Fayetteville had that 5-set thriller that the Lancers were able to win in the season opener. We've seen a number of 5-setters so far in the early portion of this season here on this home court. And a good start to the 4th set here for Lancaster. It has me thinking we might see another one here tonight. Taylor back in as Hayes gets ready to serve. Set on the near side, and that one is inbounds again. Borshowitz. Magdalena has been on point here tonight. That, I believe, is Young on the serve, or is, no, that's Borshowitz serving. Tame on the far side for the Fire Ants. Now Taylor winds, and that's going to be double contact. No correction. It's a net violation or a lift. Either way, it's 7-4, and Carestas now serving. Ooh, that was a tough set there. Rare mistake from Maddie Martin. Averaging 5.7 assists per set. Lauren Bailey's at 6.22. She's 37th in the NJCAA in assists and assists per set. There's another service error. Makes trouble for Lancaster. Maccabee will come back in for the Fire Ants. Martin serving. Set goes to Taylor. Bailey Taylor, who was huge down the stretch in the comeback against Sandhills on Monday. Lauren Bailey now. Talked about her assist numbers, 23 aces on the year as well. Almost got one there. Backcourt attack from Cook. Here is Taylor. That was really nicely done by Hurd there, just getting her arm out. And more power from Snipes. 10-5, the start here in set 4 for Lancaster. And the Fire Ants are going to talk about it. Will take time.
At USC Lancaster, we get you. You want smaller classrooms with personalized attention. You want access to the latest technology. And you want the complete college experience, affordable and close to home. Whether you study on campus for your 2 or 4 year degree or go completely online to earn your degree on your time, USC Lancaster has the right program for your success. USC Lancaster, we get you.
Welcome back, everybody. It is Bailey serving. Martin. And this time, trouble with the block there for Lancaster. So 10-6. Let's see out of the timeout here what the Fire Ants can do. Now Tame is serving. Dump by Bailey. They were ready for it, and again at the middle, it's been Young and Borshowitz tonight from that middle spot. So back-to-back points for Sumter. Tame, reception by Ruiz. Here's Snipes. And we got a whistle. The call is coming from that far side. It's double contact. I did not see that. So 10-8. Nice response out of the timeout for the Fire Ants. 3 straight points. Tame again. Snipes, this time left a little something off it. Ruiz will set it up for Snipes, this time on the right side. And somehow the Fire Ants able to get it over, but it's out of bounds. Lead back to 11 for Lancaster. And another long serve. It's just been a problem spot. It's been a problem spot all year. We talk about the aces, but the errors have just piled up And you can't really have that balance. It's Conrade. Fire Ants just getting it over. Adams on the reception. Dumped there by Bailey. She's tried a number of those tonight. And Cook does it again. So here comes Sumter, trying to wrap this up in 4 sets. If you're just joining us, Lancers won the first set 27-25. Sumter won set 2 by 4 and set 3 by 13. 25-12 in that third set. Power that time by Vic. Snipes a wind. And they won't get it over. Lead back to 2 for Lancaster. This is where, if you're the Lancers, now's the time to answer with a run of your own. Get that momentum back. Conrade has helped spearhead some runs tonight for Lancaster when she's been serving. Whew. I mean, Borshowitz just not even breaking a sweat on these swings. You know what I mean? They've got to figure her out. I don't know what village Heath Griffin went to find her, but got himself an absolute stud right there. Magdalena has been outstanding. Snipes did enough just to get it over. That one's through the block, and we are all tied up. So all the momentum again with the Fire Ants. Lancers got to find an answer here with Bennett still serving. And a mistake there will help Lancaster's cause as they go back on top. Here's Hutton in to serve. Fuente Alba has come in as well. Martin sets it for the middle. Nice block there, Rockman. Good again. Rockman, Fuente Alba combining. That time it's through the block. Ruiz gets an arm out. Hayes hit it long. Tied again at 13. Pretty sure that is Cook serving on the far side. Fuente Alba sends it over. Set goes to Cook from the back row. That overpass comes right to Tame. Cook will try it again. Nice dive dig there by Ruiz. Boy, just sent right back by these blockers. Borshowitz had 2 in that sequence. The nation's leader, Borshowitz, came in with 38 on the year. Sumter retakes the lead. Timeout. Mike Van Loo. They got to figure this thing out. We'll be back. Well, it was 10-5 Lancaster, and 9-3 since then for Sumter. As the Fire Ants trying to win this thing in 4 sets, and your Lancers trying to force a 5th set. Sports is a crazy thing. You have that what should be a huge momentum builder, beating one of the top teams in the country. And then 2 days later, you got to come back and do it again. It's been tough for the Lancers tonight. They set it up for Rockman, and Borshowitz is there. Magdalena has been outstanding here in this run for Sumter. It's now 11-3. So Cook still serving. And it comes right. It's a wedgie for Adams. Oh, and Mike Van Loo cannot be happy with this. I could see the frustration, and you can't blame him. What do you say at this point? There was a point, and I asked Mike about this when we chatted the other day when we were texting. In that third set against Sandhills, it was 6-1 for the Flyers, and I was packing my stuff up. I was like, okay, they're packing it in. They're not interested. And Mike Van Loo called time, and I asked him what he said. He basically said it was pretty much words of encouragement. But it's got to be frustrating because this team is capable of way more than what we're seeing on the court tonight. And he knows it, and we know it. The players have to recognize it. There's also, I don't want to take anything away from what the Fire Ants front three are doing with Borshowitz and Cook and Young. They've been putting the fire in the Fire Ants tonight, but Lancaster is capable of way better than this. It's been sloppy. Like, that whole sequence there was sloppy. It's just passes that aren't quite there, receptions that aren't quite there, serves that aren't quite there. And this is a 13-3 run now for the Fire Ants tonight in this fourth set. In a set that Lancaster should be playing with desperation. They have not only let the Fire Ants back in, the Fire Ants are starting to dominate. Fersner has come in. Fersner and Rockman combined for that block on the last sequence. Now Fersner hits it. Boy, every time we see Fersner, she makes an immediate impact. Teamed up for the block there. And you know, all that doom and gloom, it's a 4-point lead right now. Fersner will serve now. Becca trying to help these Lancers get a run together. We've seen Cook from the back row quite a bit tonight. Taylor, wow. What a dig by Cook, unbelievable. It's just the Fire Ants night. This is gonna be a formidable opponent. We're gonna see USC Sumter again back on this court. They're gonna play twice here at Lancaster this season. That one just cleared the net. Ruiz got there in time. Taylor hits it long. And you can kind of tell by the body language. This run now is at 15-4. It was 10-5 Lancaster. Coach Griffin called timeout, and he woke up his Fire Ants in a big-time way. From the middle again. Dump is, oh, that was beautifully done there. So here it is. It's do or die time now for the Lancers. And Carestas again serving. This time Young is in the middle. They set it up for Tame. And the lead goes back to 6 for the Fire Ants. So Sumter 4 points away from wrapping this up. And we just really have not seen many runs from Lancaster. They had a run late in the first set. That's the only reason why we're even in this fourth set, is the Fire Ants. There's another one from Young, and now they're 3 points away. The Fire Ants led almost that entire first set. It was tight. The biggest lead was 4. They just kind of let Lancaster back in it. Taylor goes cross court, and that is going to be out of bounds. Just a little bit long. So 2 points to go for Sumter to pick up their 3rd straight Region 10 victory. Well, the Fire Ants certainly have our attention. Tame goes cross court. That is going to be in. And it's match point. 9 of them for the Fire Ants. Sumter will have some time off. They don't play until the 25th. They'll be at home against Columbia International's JV. And they're going to go home with an 8-5 record, 3-0 in Region 10 play as they win by 10 here in this 4th set. So the Fire Ants spoil the Region 10 opener for USC Sumter. They go to 3-0 in the region, 8-5 overall. Lancers drop to 6-9, 2-2 at home, and they drop their first Region 10 contest. Lancers back on the road. Saturday, it's a tri-match at Fayetteville Tech at 1-3. We will be with you again on Monday. Davidson is in town, a D2 opponent, and we'll have that for you at 6 p.m. on Monday. Until then, thanks for watching, everybody. My name's Chris Sheeman. Have yourselves a great night and a good weekend. We'll talk to you again